HCAM Sports is supported by our viewers and by the Dentist at Hopkinton. Founded by Dr. Jill Tansey in 2003, the Dentist at Hopkinton provides state-of-the-art dental care in a comfortable and relaxing setting to patients of all ages. They are located at 77 Main Street and online at hopdent.com. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the Hopkinton High School Athletic Center. It's Hopkinton Hillers boys varsity basketball on HCAM. Tom Nappy alongside Steve Spector on the call. Our crew this evening is Tom Dings, Samantha Dings, John Ritz, Bob Hamilton, Mike Terosian, and today it's the 6-1 Hopkinton Hillers taking on the 5-3 Norwood Mustangs. Should be a good TVL large battle out there today. The Hillers are rolling through the season. They've won 4 straight games against Westwood, Holliston, Millis, and Medfield, and look to win another here today. And without further ado, we'll send it down to the floor for the starting lineups and the national anthem.
Good evening and welcome to Hopkinton High School for tonight's varsity boys basketball game as the Norwood Mustangs take on the hometown Hopkinton Hillers. Hopkinton High School and the Tri-Valley League is committed to the highest ideals of sportsmanship and establishing a healthy environment for interscholastic competition. We will not tolerate negative statements or actions directed towards competitors, coaches, game officials, or fans in attendance. Please make sure your behavior reflects respect towards everyone. And now for tonight's starting lineups. First, for the visiting Norwood Mustangs. At guard, number 1, junior Damari Daniels. At guard, number 3, senior Jaden Ryan. At guard, number 4, senior Stephen Reen. At forward, number 11, junior J. Mario Corielis. And at guard, number 12, senior Will Gamble. The Mustangs are coached by Joe Meehan, Paul Nimblett, Ryan Quigley, Steve Burrow, Jim McDonald, and head coach Kristen McDonald. And now for the hometown Hopkinton Hillers. At guard, number 41, senior Travis Finfrock. At forward, number 33, senior Elon Rosen. At forward, number 23, senior captain Drew Rankatori. At guard, number 10, senior captain Tommy Ambersoni. And at guard, number 3, senior captain Stephen Maffiori. The Hillers are coached by Scotty Mackin, Jay Golden, Chris Banks, and Tom Keene. If you could now rise for the playing of our national anthem.
And there you have it. We are ready for TVL Large basketball on HCAM. Tom Nappy alongside Steve Spector. And Steve, it should be a good matchup tonight between two very good TVL teams.
Yeah, Norwood, just not to date myself, I mean, back in the day when I was a Framingham North Spartan, they were in the Bay State League a few years back, and I know they've been, actively in the Tri-Valley League for a number of years now, and they're kind of coming off a couple of losses and checking the standings. They're 5-3 in the last two games they've lost. Hillers, on the other hand, coming in with 4 straight wins with a 6-1 record. Kind of a must game for Norwood, trying to turn the tables, and they've got their hands full in the Athletic Center going against a very polished Hiller team, starting 5 seniors too. So here we go.
Elon Rosen up against Mario Corellis in the center circle, and Norwood wins the opening jump as Jaden Ryan gets it over to Stephen Reen. Demarius Daniels feeds it over to the wing to Gamble. Now back to Reen. Reen trying to hand it off. Matt Fiore got a hand in there. It's picked up by Daniels. Daniels thought about the shot, sends it over to the right side instead. Now driving in is Reen. He'll take a shot from the elbow. That's no good. And the ball kept in bounds by Daniels. A nice job by Daniels swiping it in as Jaden Ryan feeds it out to Reen. And Reen's going to draw some contact. Looks like they're going to get Finfrock.
Yeah, Travis had a great season so far. I mean, he has the potential to heat up quick. He has a really sweet stroke from the three-point range, and we'll have to see if he can have one of those typical games he's had so far this season. There's almost a steal right there.
Almost a steal by Matt Fiore as Daniels comes back up court. And taking the reins for the Hillers today, Chris Banks and Jay Golden, as Tom Keene deals with a health issue. We certainly wish him the best of luck. As the Hillers have a steal, here comes Rankatori. And he'll keep it in over to Finfrock, and now a pass over to the paint, but we're going to have a travel by Rosen. It'll be a Norwood inbound. Well, a lot of these younger guys on the Hillers started to come on strong last year when you think of players like Elon Rosen and Tommy Ambrosoni, Stephen Maffiori. And this year, they've certainly gotten a lot better as Ryan will take it up for Norwood off the turnover. Tries to feed it over, loose ball. Finfrock trying to cover it up. It's picked up by Reen.
Yeah, good point, Tom. It's really a lot of, almost a steal right there.
Good hustle by Ambrosoni, and you certainly have to look out for him. He could be sneaky, almost knocked that one away.
I mean, I think the Hillers are definitely favored to win the Tri-Valley League Large. At this point, they've got a lot going on. Bellingham in the TVL small division is, I want to say they're 9-2, but
yeah, they just beat Medway yesterday, which was a huge win. Medway just got their first loss of the season to Bellingham last night in a very close game over at Bellingham High School. Maffiori with possession.
Nice.
Feeds it back. Rosen off the glass and in.
Nice shot. Nice left hand by Rosen against Coriolis. Ooh, almost a push off.
Daniels thought he had it there, but it won't go, and Rankatori with the rebound. Here comes Maffiori. Feeds it up to Rosen off his hand to Rankatori. Ambrosoni going to drive in. Back to Finfrock, launches a three. No.
Back rim.
Maffiori with the rebound. The Hillers have been much better shooting-wise this season so far as Ambrosoni feeds it out. Rankatori driving along the baseline. Back to Rosen, and Rosen draws contact.
Coriolis with a foul, number 11. Looks like their only big man. Another comment I just want to offer is when they announced the starting lineups for Norwood, they had J. Mario Coriolis, who's their big man, and 4 guards. So Hillers have a distinct advantage in the height department overall.
Well, they don't always have the positions listed correctly on the roster. Ambrosoni drives in, that's Rankatori underneath, and he's going to draw a foul on the shot attempt. He's going to the line. Second foul of the game for Norwood. Drew Rankatori, a tremendous athlete, great baseball player. It was a lot of fun following him in the Ashland Legion team around this past summer. Foul's called on Joey Steves.
Trying to get the proper
Or they might be correct in the number, rather. I don't think
and also
Steve's
they're having an issue with the ball. They're looking for a different ball. I guess maybe the players have maybe commented that the ball is not needs a little more air, so they got a different ball and a little taking care of business there.
Checking the PSI levels.
Hopefully it won't be a Tom Brady test built into this, you know. We don't need any deflate gate here, you know.
Right.
We don't need any controversy here at Hopkinton High, so.
Never seen a deflate gate in a basketball game before. Second free throw is good as well. 4-0 Hillers. Norwood working against the press. The Hillers very aggressive defensively, and they've forced a few turnovers, and now Ryan's going to draw some contact.
Little bump by Matt Fiore. Kind of unnecessary, but he's got the adrenaline's going early in the game here.
Kelly into McDonough for Norwood. McDonough trying to work it up the far side, stolen away by Ambersoni to Matt Fiore, up for three, got it!
That's a backbreaker right there.
The captain, Stephen Maffiori, strikes off the Ambersoni steal. Norwood trying to respond. The feed over to the block, around the perimeter they go, over to the right corner, up for the three is Steves, no good. And it's a Hillers rebound. Now it's stolen away as Curry Ellis gets in there, feeds it over to Steves, and he's going to draw the foul.
Yeah, that's an offensive foul.
Oh, they're going to give him the charge.
On Joey Steves.
So that's his second.
Hiller defender clearly had his feet planted on the ground, so that was a good call by the ref.
Ambersoni, top of the perimeter. Driving in, feeds it over. Rosen looking for a lane, and he will go up with the left hand, no good. And it's collected by Norwood. Will Gamble has it. Gamble takes it in, up for the shot. No, and it's collected by Finfrock. And now it's stolen away by Norwood. And it's a 2-on-2. Up for the shot, and no good was McDonough. And Norwood able to keep possession. Over to the corner, up for three, and a miss by Connors. Here comes Finfrock. Over to Maffiori, up for three.
Oh, he's
Count it.
I think there's a timeout coming here.
Get him the ball.
I would call a timeout.
10-0 Hillers. 4:24 left to go in the first quarter. What a start for Hopkinton, Steve.
Matt Fiore, we've seen it the last couple of years, and here's a great example here. You just hit 2 3-pointers in the last minute and a half. The first one was off a really nice steal off the press, and that's a backbreaker. And Coach Kristen McDonald had seen enough there. It kind of I felt it up here. I don't know about you, but it was almost she had to stop the bleeding. It's 4:24 left. Norwood not even on the scoreboard yet. 10-0 Hillers.
If you're the Hillers, I think your mission is to get Maffiori the ball right now while he's feeling it. Knocking down a pair of threes to start things off in the first quarter. Great turnout here tonight as well. A whole lot of fans in the stands.
Yeah, Smokey Murezi, the legend, Framingham South High coach. Back in the day when I was a Framingham North High Spartan, we had some good games against South back in the day, and Smokey's in the Hall of Fame along with Coach Bliss. And we're blessed to have both of those gentlemen in the building tonight. And they're great supporters of high school basketball. And Smokey, again, moved into town here. We're great to have him in town. So in any event, back to the game here, 10-0 Hillers, and Norwood looking to right the ship, as they say.
4:24 left to go in the first quarter. Can Norwood get on the scoreboard? Let's find out. Ryan takes it up, nearly knocked away, able to keep possession. Good feed to the block, and drawing the foul there is going to be Connor Sheehan. Sheehan will go to the line and attempt to get Norwood on the scoreboard.
Josh Sarapusco, I believe, with a foul there.
That's his first. First of two, count it.
First points on the board for Norwood, 4 minutes into the game practically.
Second free throw attempt by the senior. Got it. 10-2 Hillers. With possession, Keefe feeds it over. Here comes Maffiori. Behind the back dribble. Nice move over
pass
to Keefe along the corner. Driving in, around the defender, up for the shot. Yes.
Nice hometown roll for Keefe.
Hillers feeling it offensively right now, and we're going to have a out-of-bounds call along the far side. On the entry, Jack Kelly feeds it over to Gamble. Gamble back to Kelly, over to the corner. Here comes Gamble, feeding it back to Sheehan. And now it's McDonough. Norwood having trouble working the interior, but they find a way here to get it to Sheehan underneath, and he puts it up and in.
Geez, Will Gamble, nice no-look pass. Beautiful.
Fiore takes it up. Fiore and Keefe pass back and forth. Fiore calling it out. Gets it up top over to Cooper. Now back to Fiore. Along the short corner, feeds it over to Keefe. Now Cooper launching to three, and no good. And it was batted around by Sarapusco, and out of bounds it goes.
Good hustle by both teams there, Fiore and number 15, Jack Kelly, going for the ball, and Fiore knocked it out of bounds. And Kelly comes out of the game, catching a breather, with Jaden Ryan back in the game for Norwood.
The captain inbounds to another captain for Norwood, Stephen Reen. Takes it up, feeds the corner to McDonough. McDonough driving the lane up for the shot. No, it'll roll off the rim, collected by Sarapusco. Here comes Fiore. Sarapusco sets the pick. Fiore driving in, looking towards Keefe, feeds it over. And now back to Cooper. Around the perimeter they go. Fiore going to launch the three. No, off the back iron it goes. And it looks like we had a foul on the rebound.
Yeah, good effort by Matthew Cooper there, but it went over back a little bit. It wasn't really obvious, but obvious enough for the refs to call it. That's his second. 15 foul. 12-4 Hillers, 2:35 left in the first quarter. So far, so good, Tom. I think Norwood's going to have their hands full as the game goes along. It's 4 points at this juncture is not a good sign for Norwood.
McDonough over to Daniels. He launches the jumper. No good. Falls short. Rebound to DiPietro for the Hillers.
Oh.
And here comes Keefe driving in. Around the perimeter they go. Ambersoni going to feed it out. Over to Keefe for three. No. And Norwood has it. There to collect is Ryan. Ryan going to go coast to coast. Off the glass and in, plus the foul.
It's a heck of a play by Ryan. Senior guard for Norwood.
And Norwood has a little momentum.
Certainly, they've after being down 10-zip, now it's 12-6, a 6-2 run. Just showing off my math skills there, if you can pick up on that.
Pretty impressive.
Yeah, thank you.
Much better than mine. Hillers already with 16 fouls. They'll have to look out for the rest of the half. Ambersoni going to take it down. Three for Norwood. Driving in, feeds the corner, up for three, and no good is DiPietro. And we have a foul on the rebound attempt.
Connor Sheehan, number 33, is big. One of their other big guys, a little more of a wide body as compared to the more slender Mario Coriolis. Other than that, everyone's pretty much a sort of swing player, guard, small forward type.
Ambersoni with possession, hands it off to Keefe. Keefe trying to find somewhere to go with it. Back to Ambersoni, 15 left on the shot clock. Sarapusco launches the shot. That's no good, and Norwood has it, collected by Daniels. Over to Ryan, to the corner. The three by Sheehan, no. Loose ball, and a nice box out by Cooper to let it go out of bounds. The Hillers have the entry. 1:23 left to go, a 6-point lead for Hopkinton. The Hillers are right back in action tomorrow night against Shepherd Hill in a non-league game. Shepherd Hill, always a great program. Should be a good matchup tomorrow night right here at the Hopkinton High School Athletic Center. Driving in, and now the pass over, up and in for the bucket goes DiPietro. And here comes Norwood, a good feed from Cooper there for the Hillers field goal.
Nice entry pass. Younger players, it was a really nice bounce pass. That's definitely the play there on a 2-on-1 type of situation.
Gamble gets it back to Coriolis. He gets wrapped up. for the jump ball call. DiPietro was contesting him. Travis Finfrock back into the game. He'll inbound. Also coming in, Jake Cohen. Tommy Emersoni takes a breather, as well as Brian Keefe. Here comes Finfrock. Finfrock driving down. Great feed there off the glass and in Sarapusco.
Finfrock really had his motor running on that, coming up the court there, barely making a few moves. And then a nice entry pass again. And a nice rebound there, too, by Finfrock.
Off the Miss Daniels jumper, Finfrock has it. Here he comes down the lane, trying to feed it over. Will keep it himself up for the shot. No. A bit of a block there as well. And then we have a foul. We're going to get Finfrock, I believe, for contact on Aiden Pryor, who had the rebound.
That's his second. Unfortunate. I think we're going to see Travis come out of the game just to.
We have a 1-and-1 here for Norwood. Hillers have reached the limit. 26 seconds left to go in the first quarter. Aiden Pryor, the senior, at the line. The front end is no good, and it's a Hillers rebound. DiPietro was there to collect. Rankatori feeds it over to Cohen. Cohen driving down, lost it, and it was collected by Pryor. Here comes Norwood. Daniels feeds it over to Ryan. Ryan back to Gamble.
5 seconds.
Running out of time, driving the lane, up for the lay-in, no good, but a foul's called.
It's like an offensive foul.
Yeah, it's going to be offensive. They're going to get Gamble with the charge.
His first. This is a heck of a play. He's a nice player. Got to keep an eye on that guy. He's got some hops for sure.
Some good speed. Rankatori will have the inbound. 2.1 seconds left to go in the first quarter. Feeds it in. Maffiori has to get the shot off. There he goes. Almost! An impressive shot by Maffiori.
Wow.
And an impressive quarter by the Hillers at the end of one. It's Hopkinton 16, Norwood 6. A great start for the Hillers so far tonight. But while we have a moment, we want to remind you, HCAM Sports is supported by our viewers and by the dentist at Hopkinton. Founded by Dr. Jill Tanzi in 2003, the dentist at Hopkinton provides state-of-the-art dental care in a comfortable and relaxing setting to patients of all ages. They are located at 77 Main Street and online at hopdent.com.
Well, that was a heck of a quarter. Nice start for the Hillers there. 16-6. And Maffiori came real close to a three-quarter court shot at the end. He certainly was in the zone, Tom, hitting a couple of three-point bombs earlier in the first quarter. And the Hillers out to a 10-zip lead and kind of cooled off a little bit. But and Norwood really came close. I think it was Jaden Ryan, I'm sorry, Will Gamble had a nice first quarter. Almost hit a beautiful shot down the lane with 2 seconds left. That would have been a kind of a moral victory for them in the first quarter. But right now the Hillers are in good shape going into the second quarter. Finfrock has 2 fouls. We'll keep an eye on that for you. He's starting the second quarter on the bench. Unfortunately, he got that second foul with about 26 seconds left in the quarter.
6 different point scorers for the Hillers in that first quarter as well. Good team effort, as you mentioned. And, of course, the highlight, Maffiori knocking down a pair of threes early on. And the Hillers have the momentum as we start the second quarter. Sam Tomasello on the entry for Norwood. McDonough will take it up. McDonough feeds it over to Gamble. Now it's back to Tomasello. Tomasello going to drive down, and he'll draw contact from Cohen.
Jacob Cohen, senior guard. Good to see him getting some playing time tonight. He had a nice season last year, Tom, and had an unfortunate, I want to say it was a shoulder injury towards the latter part of the season, but he was definitely, whenever he came in, he contributed a lot of positive energy, hustle, steals, kind of fearless out there. So good to see him getting some playing time early in the game here.
First free throw, no good. Second one, count it. 16-7 Hillers. Cohen takes it up. Cohen over to Maffiori. Now it's up to Rankatori. Now to Spar, who just recently hopped into the game. Maffiori trying to shake the defender. Feeds it over. Rosen, the reverse, yes! Elon Rosen can be dangerous in the low post.
Number 32, Leach of Norwood, doing everything he could possibly do against Rosen, but didn't have the answer. Ooh, that's an offensive foul.
And we're going to get some type of call here. Who's it on?
Man.
And you are correct. It looks like it's going to be offensive.
I'm
No,
sorry, I
maybe
take
not.
that
You
back.
are not correct.
There was definitely some contact.
We got
And
Rosen.
Rosen and Leach, if I'm pronouncing his name correctly. He's big guy for Norwood. That was quite a collision. I guess it could have gone either way there. I thought that the Norwood player, Leach, was setting a pick. He never really stopped. He just ran into Rosen, but Rosen, for some reason, got called in the foul there. That's his first.
A 1-and-1 for Norwood. Eustace Leach, the junior, misses. Rosen there for the rebound. Here comes the Hillers. Hopkinton will have to watch out the rest of the second quarter. It's double bonus time, next foul for Norwood. Feeds it up top. Nice feed to Rosen. Over to Spar. Wide open three, no good. And it's swatted out by Rankatori. Maffiori with possession. Maffiori over to Spar. Feeds it across to Cohen. Cohen driving down, up for the shot. No, follow through by Rosen is no good. And it was collected by Tomasello. Good hustle by Rosen to contest Tomasello on the rebound.
Wow, that's a Tommy point. If Tommy Heinsohn were here, he would give it a Tommy point to Rosen on that one. It just stuck with the.
I would have if he finished.
That's true. Well,
But actually, the Hillers have the ball, so we'll give him a Tommy.
yeah, it went off of the Norwood player thanks to Rosen's hustle is where I was going with that. But we're going to double Tommy point if he got the hoop.
We'll call him Mike DeRozan points here. Pass over. Here comes Rosen down the lane. Pump fakes, feeds it out. Keefe for three. Got it.
Good shot by Keefe.
Keefe with 5 points so far tonight. Hillers up by 2 touchdowns. As driving along the end line is Cam McDonough. Feeds it out to Steves. Gamble over to Sheehan. Thought about it. Feeds it back out to Tomasello. Along the end line he goes. Now to the right corner. Up for three and good is Joey Steves. A well-needed bucket there for Norwood.
Definitely.
Hillers up by 11. Here comes Ambrosoni. Driving the lane. Up off the glass. No good. Secondary shot. No. Steves there for the rebound. Good hustle by Ambrosoni. Trying to feed it up. It's stolen away by Brian Keefe. Keefe taking it down. A Maffiori goes. Along the short corner, feeds it out, and now driving in Rankatori around a pair of defenders, and
Took a walk there.
Get a whistle here. Looks like he might have stepped out. It'll be Norwood basketball.
He did a little bit of a Euro step and a half. I think the refs got him for a little bit of a travel.
Steves on the entry. Hillers continuing with the press, and it has worked so far tonight. Over to Ryan. Ryan trying to feed it back to Sheehan, then it was bobbled around by a number of players. Last touch was on Sheehan. Hillers basketball.
Jaden Ryan, number 3, nice player. I think he'd like to have a do-over on that one. I think he's trying to get a little too cute with the passing there, and it didn't work out for Norwood.
Keefe will have the entry. Into Serapusco he goes, and now taking it down is Finfrock. The Hillers got the big man out there. Ambrosoni over to Keefe.
Feeling it.
Three, got it. The junior feeling it. Keeping it in, Ryan working against 2 defenders. There's a push. We'll get Keefe, I believe, with that one.
Pick either one of them. They both got a piece of him, I think.
Ryan heading to the line. Double bonus time for Norwood. Well, Hopkinton, they're not afraid to play aggressive and physical. They're not really afraid to foul either. And in this case, it's working out so far. Norwood 3 for 5 from the line. Make it 3 for 6.
Free throws so critical the whole game, especially, it's easy to forget the ones you miss early and remember the ones late, but we've seen it time and time again. 0 for 2 in the second quarter. That'll come back.
Good rebound by DiPietro. Here comes Ambrosoni, feeds it to Keefe, up for 3. Oh. No, off the rim that time. Ambrosoni fighting for the ball, and it's still in play. Picked up in the corner by DiPietro, and then he draws a push.
Good to see Brian Keefe getting some good playing time and taking advantage of it. He's got about 8 points or something.
It's going to be on Sheehan.
His second foul.
Finfrock on the inbound. Up for the shot. No, it'll spin out off the Sarapusco attempt. Norwood has it. Jaden Ryan takes it up. Over to Reen. Now across to Steves. Going to drive down and blocked. Too many defenders in the lane for that attempt. Sarapusco, I think, got a hand in there. And then we have a foul as Ambrosoni was contested by Ryan. And they're going to get the Hillers. We'll get Ambrosoni.
This could take a while. We get the double bonus here with 4 minutes and 25 seconds left in the second quarter. That's a whole lot of fouls early.
Jaden Ryan at the line. First of 2. No. Ryan is 0 for 3 from the stripe.
I think the team, as you said earlier, they're like 3 for 8 or something like that. Whatever it is, they're not helping their own cause.
3 for 8 is indeed correct. Second free throw counting. Finfrock will have the entry. Or will he? Will Cooper.
A full court press for Norwood, trying to shake things up.
Cooper on the inbound, over to Ambrosoni. Surrounded by Mustangs, feeds it back to Cooper. Driving down to the corner.
There.
Finfrock wanted to take the 3, but the defender was quick to get there. Ambrosoni, nice feed to Sarapusco, up and in he goes.
Good ball movement, good patience. Didn't panic. Nice job, Hillers.
Green takes it up. The Hillers have outscored Norwood in this quarter, 10-5 so far. 3:57 and counting left to go. And that was off the foot of Ambrosoni out of play. Stephen Reen will have the inbound. Reen to Leach, who launches the deep 2, and he's got it. First field goal in a long time for Norwood.
Oh,
Matt
nice.
Fiore with the nice move, but can't finish. Leach there for the rebound. Here comes Norwood. Reen takes it up, hands it back. Driving in, up, and no good is Steves. Therefore, the rebound was Sarapusco. Ambrosoni with possession. Drives the lane, feeds it out, up for 3. Cooper, no. Loose ball collected by Steves. Here comes Norwood. Steves with the pump fake, up,
nice
off the glass, and in. Second field goal of the quarter for the sophomore Joey Steves.
Nice move by Steves, excuse me. He for the younger players, he didn't pan. He kept his body under control. He faked out 2 Hillers on that play. Nice ball fake, and then he hit the shot.
Up with the left hand, off the glass, and in. Sarapusco.
Nice response by the Hillers.
Sarapusco has 6 points so far tonight. Kelly feeds it over to Steves, and now on the corner, back to Kelly, and now along the short corner, that's Leach.
Nice steal.
And Steves trying to get it into Leach. Ambrosoni read it nicely, up to Sarapusco, up and in with ease. Josh Sarapusco, the junior, feeling it from the low post, and the Hillers have a 15-point lead with 2 minutes, 30 seconds left to play. It seems like the Hopkinton offense starting to take over this game once again, Steve.
No question, 30-15, 2:30 left in the half. And nice finish off the sort of a nice lob pass, and Serapusco keeping his body under control. Didn't have a whole lot of room to make that work, but he figured out a nice angle to make that work for himself and the Hillers. And Norwood, again, trying to stop the bleeding, as they say. A good timeout by Coach McDonald to gather her troops here. Lots of fouls, kind of a slower moving, 16 fouls still with 2:30 left. And Hillers are, going deep into the bench a little bit. That's nice. Norwood's rotating a whole bunch of players in, trying to look for the right combo. And again, as I said, they have their hands full dealing with the Hillers, and the score dictates that so far.
And the Hillers, they're not afraid to play physical. They're not afraid to rack up the fouls. And really, if you want to make Hopkinton pay for that, you got to make your free throws. And Norwood just having all kinds of trouble from the line.
Think about that. If they hit 4 or 5 more free throws, they're at least in the striking distance. They're a little bit further away from striking distance right now, down by 15.
Daniels with a good feed and a great block by Rosen, who gets in there and denies Sheehan. Pass down for the Hillers, and now driving in Rosen, and it's taken back by Norwood. Here comes McDonough. Feeds it over to Daniels, who just keeps it in bounds. Leach with possession, back to Daniels. Thought about driving in, feeds it up instead of McDonough. McDonough around the defender, and Rosen, I think, got a hand in there as well. Here comes Finfrock. Finfrock off the glass and in.
Nice finish by Travis.
Elon Rosen just dominating the low post on both sides. 2 tremendous blocks. McDonough back to Daniels. Here, Daniels lost it, picked up by Maffiori. Maffiori on a quick break, takes it to the hoop, and it is no good, but we have a foul.
Maffiori coming up a little gimpy after that. Hopefully not anything serious. Might have rolled an ankle or something.
They're going to get Leach with his first foul.
Norwood coach is trying to take advantage of the free throws with a mini timeout on the sideline there by the hash mark.
First shot for Maffiori is no good. Maffiori has those 2-3 buckets in the first quarter up to this point. 1:36 left to go. Hillers leading 32-15. Make it 33. Cam McDonough with the pass up over to Gamble. Gamble drives in, feeds it out to Ryan. He'll hand it back, and up for the 3, and off the front of the rim is Gamble. And it's collected by Maffiori. Maffiori takes it up. Driving down, up with the right hand, no good. Follow through by Rosen, no good. A secondary follow through, count it. Serapusco had his back. That's a 4th field goal of the quarter for Serapusco.
Got Serapusco, Elon Rosen, Rankatori. That's a tough threesome right there. Nice move there.
Gamble responds with a left-handed lay-in. 35-17, less than a minute left in the second quarter. The feed out, and now driving in Keefe, up for the shot, no. It is collected by Rankatori. The putback, no. Another putback, count it. And guess who it was? Josh Serapusco once again. He now has 12 points tonight.
He's having the game of his life so far.
10 of those have come in the second quarter. They could be onto something with that Serapusco and Rosen combination. A good bucket there for Jaden Ryan and Norwood. Maffiori with possession. 20 seconds left to go. Taking his time with it. Tries to feed it over off the hand of Ryan, and out of bounds it goes.
Good offensive output in this first half, Tom. And Norwood is just trying to hold on for dear life with a white knuckle grip here. They barely are down by 18 points, but Hillers, the pendulum's definitely swinging the Hillers' way.
Rankatori on the inbound needs help. Maffiori's there to bail him out. Drives in, spins around, feeds it over to Keefe, up for 3. Oh. It's waved off. It wouldn't have mattered either way. We're going to have a moving violation call here, Norwood basketball.
Hillers should avoid a foul here with a double bonus. 6 seconds.
Jack Kelly on the inbound. Here comes Norwood driving down McDonough. Up for the shot.
As I said, they should avoid the foul.
Well, they didn't that time.
And there's a 2-shot foul, unfortunately. Even though it wasn't a shooting foul, it was a double bonus. So
we get Matt Fiore. It's his first. Cam McDonough, the junior, trying to get into the scorebooks for his first time tonight, and will. Second free throw, no, off the front of the rim, and Rankatori nearly had it, but it won't matter. The quarter will expire, and at the end of 2, it's the Hillers 37, Norwood 20. The Hopkinton offense came alive in that second quarter, and they were able to put up 21 points compared to Norwood's 14. Pretty dominant stuff so far in that first half by the Hillers, Steve.
definitely, and like I said, Norwood's got their hands full to try to come up with some solution, but right now it's a bit of a Hail Mary to see if they can turn the tides on the Hillers. But to Norwood's credit, they're hanging around. Even though they got outscored, they did put up 14 points in that quarter after scoring only 6 in the first quarter. And decent crowd here on a Tuesday night. Student section not as filled up as I've seen in a couple other games, but everybody must be doing their homework here.
That's right.
The outstanding reputation here at Hopkinton High School. But, yeah, so we're going to take a quick break here and appreciate all the crew that's helping us. And just want to acknowledge Tom Dings, Samantha Dings, John Ritz, Bob Hamilton, and Mike Terosian, the A-team, taking care of Tom and I to make sure we don't fall off the handle here. So at this point, we'll take it out here, Tom.
All right, at the half, Hillers.
HCAM Sports is supported by our viewers and by the Dentist at Hopkinton. The Dentist at Hopkinton provides services including comprehensive dental care, same-day crowns, facial aesthetics, periodontal care, cosmetic dentistry, and implant dentistry. The Dentist at Hopkinton is located at 77 Main Street and online at hopdent.com.
Can lay my head. Well, hey, mister, can you tell me where a man might find a bed? He just grinned and shook my head, and all he said, take a load off Fanny, take a load for free, take a load off Fanny. Yeah, you put the load right on me. Picked out my bags, I went looking for a place to hide. When I saw Carmen and the devil walking side by side, I said, "Here, Carmen, come on, let's go downtown." She said, "I gotta go, but my friends can hang around." Take a load off Fanny, take a load for free, take a load off Fanny. Yeah, you put the load right on me. We'll go down the smoke, nothing that you can't say. Just old Luke is waiting for the judgment day. Yeah. Oh, Luke, my friend, what about sweet Annalie? She said to me, baby son, won't you stay and keep Annalie company? Take a load off Fanny, take a load for free, take a load off Fanny. Yeah, you put the load right on me. Crazy Chester, you caught me in a fall. He said, I can fix your act if you take Jack, my dog. I said, wait a minute, Chester, I'm a peaceful man. She said, that's okay, son, just feed him when you can. Take a load off Fanny, take a load for free, take a load off Fanny. Yeah, you put the load right on there. Catch a cannonball, take me down the line. My bag is sinking low, and I do believe it's time to get back to Miss Fanny. You know she's the only one. Send me here with her regards for everyone. Take a load off Fanny, take a load for free. Take a load off Fanny. Yeah, you put the load right on there. Oh,
Yeah, the band.
thank you very much. We just have one quick announcement to make. We have our long-standing drummer, Ray Elwood, had a little surgery a few weeks back, and he's on the mend, and he says hello to everybody, but he couldn't be here today. But we have this amazing drummer, Pete Primo, good friend of the band's, and he's doing a great job, and we really appreciate him joining us today. So please make him feel welcome. If I can reach the stars, pour one down for you, shine it in my arms, so you can see the truth, that this love I had inside is everything it seems. But for now I find it's only in my dreams. I can't change the world. I would be the sunlight in your universe. You would think my love was really something good. Baby, if I could change the world. And if I could be king, even for the day, I'd have you as my queen. I'd have it no other way. And I love rule, kingdom we had made. Till then I'd be a fool, wishing for the day I can change the world.
Welcome back to the Hopkinton High School Athletic Center. We are just about ready for the second half. The Hillers leading Norwood 37-20, an impressive first half by Hopkinton. They outscored Norwood in the first quarter 16-6, and then in the second quarter 21-14. And the offense really got going in the last couple minutes of that second quarter. Let's take a look at scoring totals from the first half. We'll start off with Norwood. Joey Steves with 5, Jaden Ryan with 5, Will Gamble with 2, Sam Tomasello with 1, Cam McDonough with 1, Eustace Leach with 2, and Connor Sheehan with 4. For the Hopkinton Hillers, Stephen Maffiori with 7, Brian Keefe with 8, Drew Rankatori with 2, Anthony DiPietro with 2, Elon Rosen with 4, Josh Serapusco, who's just been a beast in the low post, a team-leading 12 points, and Travis Finfrock with 2 for the Hillers. Couple TVL score updates for games happening right now. Westwood leading Holliston at the half, 49-25, and Norton leading Dover Sherborne, 26-25. But an impressive first half by the Hillers, Steve.
No question, and what's really great is just to have a few different players lighten up the scoreboard a little bit. So Serapusco, who we've seen, he's done a lot of damage so far this season, but to have 12 points at the half, that's probably one of his best offensive outputs, and that's kind of stretch for him this season so far, and it's still got plenty of time left. And then also junior Brian Keefe coming off the bench and hitting a couple of three-pointers, got 8 points. That's really, really good sign for the Hillers. So we'll see. Norwood's going to have to do a complete pivot here and see if they can shut down the Hillers if they want to get back in this game.
Well, the Hillers in control right now, but plenty of basketball left. Hopkinton working right to left across your screen. Finfrock feeds it over, and we're going to get a foul. And it's going to be an offensive foul, looks like, on Finfrock. Or excuse me, nope, they're going to get Sam Tomasello for Norwood. Ambersoni on the inbound, feeds it to Rosen. Oof. Rosen up, no. And it is a rebound by Rankatori. He'll put it back. No good off the glass, and Norwood has it.
Rosen way up, playing above the rim on that one.
A rare miss by Rosen in that situation. Steves feeds it up to McDonough. Now it is Tomasello trying to feed it over. It's knocked away. Maffiori was the first to get to it, and here comes Rosen. Finfrock, Maffiori thought about the three. Rankatori will take the three. No good off the front of the rim. Steves has it. Steves chucks it to McDonough along the near side. McDonough to the corner to Sheehan, up for three, no, and it's a rebound by Finfrock. Finfrock with a behind-the-back dribble to shake Steves. And now it's stolen away by Steves. He kept up with it, and the hustle paid off. Feeds it over, up, no good. Put back is no good.
Wow.
Swatted out, Maffiori
up.
has it. And a wide-open opportunity. Rankatori off the glass and in.
Kind of helter-skelter there, Tom. Norwood just could not get the ball to go down. It was like a cover on the rim down that side of the court.
A collection of layup misses to start off this third quarter.
They can't afford to miss those bunnies.
Certainly can't. Pass over.
Desperation timeout by Norwood. They weren't going to get the ball over in the midcourt line in time, so Coach Kristen McConnell had to bail them out.
Norwood's had plenty of opportunities in the low post. They've just missed a whole lot of shots, as there's athletic director Rich Cormier taking in the game. The Hillers leading 39-20 over Norwood. Impressive stuff so far.
Student section not as filled up as we've seen. I want to say it was either the Dedham game that definitely had an impact, but again, a Tuesday night, study night, of course. Students doing there, and there's Scotty Mackin, Hall of Famer.
That's right. One of the biggest Hillers fans you'll ever meet.
They list him as a coach here too, which is good. Well, they announced him as a coach, which was great.
Yeah, well, we have a moment. Gives us an opportunity to remind you HCAM Sports is supported by our viewers and by the dentists at Hopkinton. Dentists at Hopkinton provide services including comprehensive dental care, same-day crowns, facial aesthetics, periodontal care, cosmetic dentistry, and implant dentistry. The dentist at Hopkinton is located at 77 Main Street and online at hopdent.com. Norwood on the entry off the timeout, trailing by 19. The Hillers large hand in charge so far tonight. McDonough feeds it to Tomasello. Now driving in Steves. He'll kick it out. And there's a jumper, no good by McDonough, and Ambersoni able to get to it. And it looks like there was a little contact involved as well.
Jaden Ryan picked up his second foul, kind of a unnecessary foul, if you will. The refs are doing their best to let the boys play, as they say, but he really had no choice. He had to call that one.
Could have been a frustration foul. Yeah. Maffiori, surrounded by Mustangs, feeds it over to Finfrock. Now Rankatori with the wide open opportunity. No good.
Oh, nice.
Swatted out by Rosen. Ambersoni tracks it down. Ambersoni back to Finfrock. Now up top to Rosen. Thought about it. Rankatori takes it. Here's Ambersoni. Back to Rosen. And now Finfrock launches a deep three. No good. Swatted out by Rosen, but this time Norwood has it as Stephen Reen was there. And trying to pass it over was Tomasello, and he could not get it through the legs of Finfrock. Get a kickball call.
Tomasello kind of full steam ahead coming down the lane there, and really lost control of the ball a little bit, and subsequently finds himself on the bench.
Jack Kelly with a nice inbound, and Jaden Ryan puts it in. A well-needed field goal for Norwood. A 17-point lead for the Hillers, or excuse me, a 17-point lead for the Hillers. There's my math skills for you. Finfrock feeds it over. Rosen up and in. Count it.
No answer for that. I mean, if Elon makes his mind up to make that move, there's nothing that Norwood can do on that circumstance right there.
The feed over to Reen, out to Ryan, up for three. No, falls short. Rebound Sheehan, and a nice block by Finfrock. Got a hand in there. And then Rosen trying to feed it up, and it's knocked out. It'll be a Hillers inbound. Finfrock will take it. 4:52 left to go in the third quarter. Hillers up 41-22. Here comes Ambersoni. Over to Rankatori. Now along the corner. Finfrock trying to feed it back up. Good steal by Ryan. Ryan going to drive down. To the corner he goes. Reen for three. Got it.
Sweet stroke there.
Where's that been all night for Norwood? And now Ambersoni in trouble. Wrapped up with Ryan. We'll get a jump ball call.
Being the two high-octane players who are having great games, Sarah Pusko and Keefe coming in the game.
Jack Kelly on the inbound for Norwood. Up to Steves. Now to Ryan. Driving in, surrounded by Maffiori and Ambersoni. Kicks it out. Reen thought about it. Will take it in instead, and now he tries to feed it up. Nicely done by Kelly to keep it in bounds. Over to Reen, up for three, and no good. And it's a Hillers rebound as Sarah Pusko's there to collect. And now Maffiori's tripped up.
Saw some of the Norwood parents are kind of, a couple of them right in front of that play. I think if I'm just reading the body language, thought that maybe there could have been some embellishment there by Maffiori. There was some contact.
Look at Jaden Ryan with his third. Yeah, it seemed like a pretty clear trip to me.
Yep.
Ambersoni will take it up. 3 fouls for Norwood, none for the Hillers so far in the second half. In the first half, they were pretty quick to allow Norwood to get into the double bonus. Up for 3 and no good is Keefe, but there's a foul. And it will be an inbound for the Hillers. They get Jack Kelly with his first foul.
4 quick fouls to none, as you say. Oh, there's a nice move by Ambersoni. Nice delivery by Sarah Pusko.
It was a great feed and an easy bucket for the Hillers. Norwood trying to respond. And as Gamble drives to the bucket, we have another foul. This time it will be the first on the Hillers. It's going to be against Ambersoni. That's his third. Stephen Reen on the inbound. Feeds it to the corner. Up for 3. Air ball, but it is the Norwood rebound. The put back by Gamble off the glass, no
almost
good.
a travel, and it is a travel.
And then we're going to get a travel call. Elon Rosen was trying to rip it away from Aiden Pryor, and we had a travel.
Ambersoni with his third foul is going to probably take the rest of the third quarter off anyway. And looks like Cooper's in for him.
Reen on the inbound.
Ooh.
An errant pass there right to Serapusco goes Kelly.
Questionable.
I think it was just a miscommunication.
Yeah, I think so.
Keefe feeds it over to Maffiori. Maffiori going to drive in, and it's stripped away as Kelly got a hand in there. Here comes Norwood driving down. Gamble down the lane. Up, no good. Batted in the air, pulled down by Kelly. Feeds it out over to Reen. Now up top, Connors driving in around the defender. No, it was a great block by Rosen. Gamble with possession for Norwood. To Reen. Driving along the end line,
Nice
up
move.
and in. Well, Norwood finding a little bit more space in the low post this quarter so far. And it's translated to some points. Cooper drives right down the lane, up for the shot, no. Put back, no good.
Bodies flying everywhere.
Yep, and we have a stoppage here by the officials. Serapusco missed the lane, but it doesn't matter, and we have a foul. It is against Norwood. They get Aiden Pryor with his first.
Okay, you need to get him in the scorebook there. He's a pretty big body for Norwood, and took Elon out of there on that one.
Serapusco puts it in play. Keefe up for the jumper from the block, no good. Now it's stolen away by Rosen. Up and in he goes, plus the foul. Elon Rosen with a great play there. A nice strip away and turned right around, put it in, drew the contact.
I mean, Serapusco and Rosen together is a really tough tandem. Serapusco might have got away with a little bit of body contact right before Rosen hit that shot.
On the end one, it was good, but it doesn't count. I think we had a violation.
Not sure what that call is.
We might have a foul here. It looks like we're going to get
It
a
is.
foul against Norwood.
Unusual call there.
Even before the shot, apparently there was contact. Well, perhaps Norwood getting a little frustrated here.
Down by 19.
Aiden Pryor with his second. So the Hillers are in the bonus now. So I believe Elon Rosen.
So did they? I'm not sure if they gave him that shot.
They did. It looks like they gave it to him.
Wow, and then it's a 1-and-1.
But they blew it dead before the shot. So, but I think they made the right call by giving it to him. So now Serapusco on a 1-and-1. And he hits the front end. How about the junior tonight? Josh Serapusco, 13 points.
To your point, number 23, Aiden Pryor. He'd been sitting on the bench most of the game. He came in and trying to make a difference and picked up 2 quick fouls. That second one cost him 2 points.
14 points now for Serapusco. Norwood tries to respond. Gamble drives in. Denied! Elon Rosen says, get that out of here. Out of bounds it goes along the far side.
Rosen making the human eraser, as I call him occasionally. I guess after 4 or 5 blocks, I might as well throw that out there now. That was a statement block shot. Tried to keep the ball in bounds.
Pass over by Janad, and driving the lane and being tripped up is Aiden Pryor, and it looks like we'll have a Hillers foul. We'll get Brian Keefe with his second. Team third for the Hillers. Already 7 for Norwood. We still have 2:19 left in the third quarter. And it's stolen away by Serapusco. Got a hand on the inbound and stolen away. Now a quick break up court. It's waved off. Matt Cooper had a wide open lane to the bucket. And as he laid it in, it looks like we have a charge.
I think they called Keefe on a sort of moving pick.
They got
I'm
Cohen.
sorry. I take that back. But
They got Jake Cohen on the foul.
kind of an unusual call there, but I guess he kind of kept the.
Seen a couple of those this game. Well, these officials know that these two teams start to get a little bit more physical. They want to make sure that they keep this game under control. Sheehan drives in, feeds it over. Wide open opportunity, can't take advantage. Aiden Pryor with a miss there, but Norwood able to get it back. But then we have a travel call against Keyshawn Janot, and it is going to be Hillers basketball.
I mean, Norwood can't buy a break there. Really get it. You know, they've missed at least 3, call them bunny layups there. And there was one right there.
That is just one you have to make.
Right.
Keefe going to chuck it over. Wide open is Cooper off the glass and in.
That's how you draw it up in practice and execute it perfectly right there in the game. Beautiful.
They caught Norwood sleeping there. McDonough feeds it back to Sheehan. Driving the lane, he lost it.
Yeah, exactly.
Just a mishandle there by Sheehan, and it's Hillers basketball. Hopkinton up big, 50-27 with 1:38 left to go in the third quarter. Things are getting ugly for Norwood. Cooper to Cohen. Cohen finds Sarapusco up the sideline, and now to Keefe. Driving in around a number of defenders, stripped away. Just too much traffic there. And now McDonough going to be tripped up. Loose ball picked up along the far side, and here comes Cohen to the bucket, and it's knocked out of his grasp. Out of bounds it goes.
A little helter-skelter. Both teams a little out of control in that sequence.
Quite a crazy sequence there. Sarapusco to DiPietro. And now we get another call as Sarapusco tries to drive the lane. Foul after foul here.
We'll eventually get through the game.
This one's going to be on Brian Keefe. That's his third. Well, I think at some point they have to say, all right, let's let him play. Let's not call every little infraction.
Right.
McDonough will take it up. McDonough trying to work against Keefe. Around the horn they go. Pat
nice
Kelly
trap.
with
There it is.
possession. Yeah, stolen away. Keefe on a breakaway. Up and in. Brian Keefe with the nice finish. Great defense by the Hillers. Just surrounding any ball handler with defenders. And up for 3, no good there. It's poked out. Hillers have it. McDonough on the miss. Here comes Cohen to the bucket. No. And it's Sarapusco with the putback. No good. And now Norwood has it. It was collected by Kelly. That would have been a sweet finish there if they were able to take advantage.
Nice effort by Cohen. Just couldn't roll it in.
McDonough. Driving down between 2 defenders. Up for the shot. No. Sarapusco collects. Over to Keefe. 10 seconds left to go and counting in the third quarter. Keefe driving down. Feeds it over from the block up, and no good is Cooper. I think a defender got a hand on that
launch
one.
it.
And the buzzer beater, a little bit too high. At the end of 3, it's going to be Hopkinton 52, Norwood 27. The Hillers continuing to dominate in this game. They outscored Norwood in that third quarter 15-7. Norwood just having all kinds of problems offensively, and they've had some wide open looks from underneath, and they just have not been able to take advantage, and the Hillers simply just have been able to take advantage.
Yeah, there's no question, and Norwood is going to, going to play the string out here, and they certainly tip your hat to their effort. Hillers just have a deep bench. You have some of these bench players like Sarapusco and Keefe coming in and lighting things up. Doesn't always happen that way. We got a great crowd here tonight, as we see on our camera here by Mike Tiger Tarosian.
Take a look at the scoring totals so far for the Hillers. Stephen Maffiori with 7 points, Tommy Ambersoni with 2, Matt Cooper with 2, Brian Keefe with 10, Drew Rancatori with 4, Anthony DiPietro with 2, Elon Rosa with 9, Josh Sarapusco with a team-leading 14, and Travis Finfrock with 2. And with this Hillers group, it seems anybody could strike any night. There's been nights where it's been Travis Finfrock. There's been nights, of course, like tonight where it's Sarah Pusko, Elon Rosen. When one player's not hitting, somebody else is.
Yeah, Finfrock, not exactly having one of his best offensive outputs, but again, to your point, to get other people picking up the slack, and it's nice to have a cushy lead there. Oh, there's another shot. Oh, just rolls out.
Just can't finish, but DiPietro pulls it down, put back no. Batted around, out of bounds it goes. Norwood basketball. Nice effort by the junior DiPietro, especially pulling down the rebound after an unfortunate miss, but could not finish. Ryan feeds it in. Sheehan hands it off. Driving down Steves, and now here comes Ryan. Surrounded by defenders once again. The Hillers loading the low post, and now we're going to have a foul call as Ryan gets tripped up from Cooper.
Bodies flying everywhere there.
That'll be a team 6 for the Hillers. Third on the junior, Matt Cooper.
25-point lead. Get the luxury of Coach Chris Banks and Jay Golden to
Shannon Ryan hits the 3.
use the bench a little bit on the earlier side here, but Hillers on their way to going 7-1 if this holds up, which would be kind of a shocker if it didn't.
They'll be right at the top of the TVL large, as they are now. They'll hold that position. Of course, every win matters, especially if you have plans to go far in the playoffs. You want to get as many home games as you can.
Gotta
and maybe
launch
a
it.
bye round. At the shot clock buzzer, he got it. Anthony DiPietro. How about that?
That's a backbreaker right there if you're Norwood, to play tough deep for 29 seconds and then have somewhat of a prayer go in.
Steves driving down, spins around the defender, up for the shot, no. Batted out of bounds. Hillers basketball.
You just see the frustration, the body language there. Joey Steves having a good game. He just couldn't get that one to go down. And we have number 32, Elias Pereira in the game for the Hillers, making the first entry.
Everyone's going to get an opportunity in this game. Ned Dean on the entry.
And Ross Komkowicz also in the game for the Hillers.
Cohen with possession. At the far side he goes. Here's Pereira. Over to the corner. Spar
Nice
is
block.
blocked. And a nice block by Angelico. And it'll go Norwood's way. Excuse me, Hiller's way. Komkowicz on the entry. Feeds it over and collected by Cohen.
Nice recovery.
Over to the corner they go to Dean. Now up to Spar, around the horn, back to the wing. Cohen for 3, no, falls short. And a nice effort by Spar to try to put it out off of Norwood, but his foot was out of bounds. 6:02 left to go in the fourth quarter. Hillers leading big over Norwood, 54-30. This is going to be the Hillers' 5th win in a row. Impressive stuff, especially in a tough TVL large. Driving in is McDonough. He'll draw contact.
And we have a non-league game tomorrow night against Shepherd Hill. I don't know too much about Shepherd Hill, but just the fact that it's a back-to-back game will be interesting to see how they deal with that. What on the one hand, but on the other hand, they have their starters on the bench. Looks like most of the fourth quarter here, they may end up running the table with the guys on the floor right here, which would give the starters a little bit of a break physically to get ready for the game tomorrow night.
McDonough hits 1 out of 2 free throws. Elias Pereira, for now, will have the entry, but actually we had a foul, and both teams are in the bonus, so we have a 1-and-1 for the Hillers. They got Max Angelico with the foul for Norwood. So with an opportunity to get it into the scorebooks is Ross Komkowicz, the junior. Front end of a 1-and-1, and he hits.
He's got some height too. Hillers have some. I mean, as a coach, it's hard when you get such a deep bench to that's a nice shot by Ross, hitting 2 swishes right there.
Nice stride. McDonough takes it down, trying to feed it over. It's batted out and stolen away by Spar. Here goes Spar, coast to coast, between 2 defenders, and he draws the contact.
I mean, these guys aren't exactly going to, I'm talking about the Hillers, are not looking to just put the thing in cruise control here. These guys are psyched to get some playing time. They're going to be taken to the hoop, as they should.
Right.
Spar with a quick release on that.
It's always good when you have those games that you're up big and you can get some of those backups in there and get them some good experience. And pretty much they have the backups in there all quarter long, getting some very nice experience out there. Second free throw, got it. Ellis Spar is in the scorebooks with a point. Norwood takes it back up. Ryan passes it over to Angelico. Now it's up top. Ryan struggling with it, but he's going to drive along the baseline now. Feeds it out, and he thought about it, but will take it in instead. Up with the right hand, no good. It was Chukwu for Norwood. Here comes the Hillers. Over to the wing, Pereira for 3, no. And it's collected by Sheehan. Ryan trying to take it up the far side, draws contact. 8th team foul on the Hillers for the half. That one on Cohen, that's his 3rd.
Again, Cohen having a pretty good season. Good to see the senior getting some playing time here. He got in the game early. Definitely adds a spark to the Hillers' overall success so far this season.
Jaden Ryan hits the front end of a 1-and-1. Ryan on the back end. Count it. 57-33. Cohen takes it up for the Hillers. Pass over to the corner, up for 3, and good is Ellis Spar.
Great shot. Spar getting himself, making the most of it. There's a steal by Spar.
Right, he poked it out, but able to grab onto it was Janot. But as he drove along the baseline, he dribbled out of bounds. It'll be a Hillers inbound. Dean on the entry to Pereira. And now Cohen will take it up. Cohen back to Pereira. Feeds it to the corner. Up for 3. No good there is Komkowicz. Norwood has it. Here comes Janot. Janot drives down. Feeds it to the corner. Up for 3 and no good is Ugakwu. Loose ball, and it is collected by Ryan. Ryan going to drive in. Up with the right hand, and in he goes.
Nice move, and Ross Komkowicz was looking for the foul. He actually did get pushed, but given the score situation, he was looking to the ref for a foul. But
around the horn to the corner, up and in. Ned Dean from three-point land.
Gets his teammates off the bench.
Ryan takes it down, feeds it back to Janot. Janot struggling with it, loose ball, and it's collected by Komkowicz. Here comes the Hillers. Dean feeds it over. Driving the lane was Cohen. Lost it, but able to regain. Feeds it to Pereira. Up for 3. No. And Ugakwu is there for Norwood. Janot takes it up. Over to Sheehan. Pass back to Janot. Janot
and 1.
He's going to draw the foul.
Geez, that's a heck of a shot by Keyshawn Janot. Didn't really get a lot of playing time early in the game. He's been in the game, and he certainly seems to be a pretty strong ball handler for Norwood.
And they did count the bucket, so an and one opportunity for the senior. Foul was on Komkowicz. That's his first. And the end one's complete. Well, the Hillers, they've already earned the win, but getting the backups some good experience out there. Here's a three opportunity, and Ned Dean hits.
The whole bench stood up on that one. I mean, you can't fault. This is not a case of running the score up because Norwood's doing a pretty decent job this quarter, but these guys are otherwise not going to get a whole lot of playing time. It's just icing on the cake at this point.
That's right. Well, how about Ned Dean from three-point land? He might earn some experience time in crucial moments if he keeps that up.
That was a nice shot, and maybe have a little swagger walking around the hallways of Hopkinton High tomorrow after hitting 2 3-pointers.
Jacob Cohen called with his fourth foul. Will Gamble at the line. First of 2 is good. It's double bonus time for Norwood. 2:52 left to go in the game. Hillers up 66-39. Second free throw, no good. Ned Dean pulls down the board. Here comes Komkowicz. Now Cohen with possession. Over to Spar, up for 3. No good off the rim, and it's collected by Connors for Norwood. The feed over to Ugakwu, now up top, and no good for 3 is Janat. Loose ball collected by Angelico. Over the short corner to Gamble. And he'll take a couple steps back, launch the deep 2, no good. Off the hand of Janat, and he's able to get to it. Over to Ugakwu, up for the 3, no, and then we have a foul on the rebound attempt.
Looks like Will Gamble with his, I take that back, number 24. Max Angelico with his 5th foul, so that will he earned himself a seat in the bench with his 5th foul, getting his money's worth there. Well, I'm sorry, I take that back.
It's
Jacob Cohen. I'm just lost in the score here. So help the color man out, will you? Both 24s came out of the game, so it was confusing for a guy of my age.
A long pass up to Spar. Top of the perimeter. Keefe feeds it over to Pereira, driving in. Keefe now to Spar. Pereira to Komkowicz. Along the end line, up. No good.
Nice ball fake. 66-41 with 1:45 to go in the game.
Gamble feeds it over, and we have a double dribble. Hillers will have the inbound. Hopkinton going to improve to 7-1 on the season. Pretty unbelievable. Komkowicz drives down, takes a hard block from Ugakwu, and
it's a heck of a, with authority, a little statement there.
Yeah, it certainly was. Wasn't sure if they're going to get him for the foul or not, but it was a clean block. Pereira feeds it over to Spar. Now up top is Dean. Driving down, surrounded by defenders, kicks it out.
Oh, too bad.
And it's stolen away. Here comes Gamble. Gamble driving to the hoop, off the glass, no good. Fall through, no good. And on the secondary rebound by Janot, we have a foul. Push is called.
That's on Dean. I'm going to wait for the ref to call this time because I got it wrong the last time. But
They got Komkowicz with his second. 2 shots for Keyshawn Janot, and he hits the first.
nice game by number 12, Will Gamble, senior guard for Norwood.
Second free throw, no. Hillers have it. Here comes Brian Keefe. Feeds it over to Komkowicz. Spar now. Back to Keefe.
10
Pereira.
seconds.
The feed in, the turnaround, and yes, Ned Dean.
That's a heck of a play.
Ned Dean with 3 field goals here in this fourth quarter. Norwood trying to respond. An air ball there by Ugaku. Put back, yes, Angelico.
40 seconds left, 24-point lead. I think we got this one in the bag.
I think so.
I know I'm going out on a limb with that, but.
Well, we have a moment. Want to thank our hardworking crew this evening. Tom Dings, Samantha Dings, John Ritz, Bob Hamilton, and Mike Terosian, the A-team. 20 seconds left to go. Nearly a steal here by Komkowicz. She's wrapped up with Ugaku, and then we're going to get a jump ball call.
I think the refs were trying to let the boys play it out without blowing the whistle with 15 seconds left, and the score 68-44. I'd say overall, give the refs props. They didn't really come into play as compared to a couple other games earlier. Or the last game we did, there was refereeing was just a little different situation. There was a lot of body contact there.
3 attempt, no good from Connors. Norwood keeps possession, and it denied by Ned Dean is Keyshawn Janot. What a block that was. I think that was a response to the Ugaku block.
Yeah,
said,
why not?
You guys can block hard, so can we. Player of the game is going to be Josh Sarapusko. He put up 14 points, including 5 field goals in the second quarter. Really helped set the Hillers apart from Norwood and take control of the game. And your final score is going to be Hopkinton 68, Norwood 44. An impressive victory by the Hillers over a good Norwood team. The Hillers offense was on point tonight, Steve, and that was an impressive all-around performance out there.
I think so, and Norwood brought a pretty good team in here. They were 5-3 coming into the game. They were kind of on a 2-game losing streak, but with a quick lead at halftime with a 17-point lead, it just kind of went downhill from there for Norwood. But to give them credit, they battled hard. Congratulations to both teams. Hillers just had too much for Norwood to deal with, and I guess we'll do it again tomorrow night with Shepherd Hill coming into town here.
That's right. The Hillers now 7-1 on the season. Norwood falls to 5-4. The final score for the final time: Hopkinton defeats Norwood 68-44. For our HCAM crew, my broadcast partner Steve Spector, I'm Tom Nappy, and we thank you for watching Hopkinton Hillers basketball on HCAM. Take care and enjoy the rest of your night, everybody. We'll talk to you again soon.